it's been a long time since I have been to this bookshop, and my thoughts about it are that when you enter into a bookshop, it's almost like a kind of parallel world to what's going on in our world today. I mean, obviously the books are all about what is going on in our world. But especially in this country, the names that you see are always the same names. And so obviously there are favorites, best sellers. But at the same time, you do get the feeling that the market is quite tightly controlled. I think nowadays in business, if you look a little bit deeper, you'll always find that there's some kind of mafia-style business ethics going on behind it. And I don't really read mainstream books because of my area of study, research, writing, and my life. I didn't have the time to really delve into the mainstream book market. And so when I do go back, I was like, oh, it's like time has stood still in this world. It's the same authors, it's the same framing of our world. And some of these authors obviously are kind of English favorites that have been around since the 1930s, and a handful of new writers, I guess. But the world of publications and books before the internet came out obviously dominated our cultural philosophy, and these writers had a great influence. Now we have the internet and so many sources of knowledge and information that sometimes you can go for 1 or 2 years without stepping into a bookshop, getting your source of information from elsewhere, or if you specialize in an area of research, then you order your books online. So when you do go into the bookshop, it's like I say, it's like time has stood still. This is like how it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago. It's kind of strange. And then you think, who's buying these books? Who's reading them? So that bookshop was actually in financial trouble when everything moved online in the late 90s. And so what they've done to stop themselves from sinking is to open a cafe, like so many bookshops have done. They open a cafe in order to bring in revenue so that they can survive as a bookshop. And that's what that one did. But I don't know, it's kind of strange, these different worlds that are created. And you wonder, like, is it still relevant? Are these publications still relevant? I guess they must be. Someone must be reading them. Over and out on a cold December afternoon. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.